I believe we're live. I believe we're live, and I'm still getting set up here. I've got a feeling I've forgotten to do something important to get the stream going. But all looks good, actually. One thing I have done is cleaned my room today, the room in which I work on. And so now all the cables are have all been cleaned and moved about a bit, and I'm just worried that something is unplugged or something is going to go wrong, right? You should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear the music. C418 today. Let's do this. Let's jump in. We're live. It's working. Oh look. Oh look where I am. You know, you just watched a video about this, didn't you? I didn't get any from that session. There's other people online, so no phantoms. But that's cool. I keep forgetting what I need to do. Yes, okay. It's so weird. I keep having this feeling of like forgetting something. Maybe I've forgotten something else that's really important, and I keep relating it to what I'm doing now. But it's not a nice feeling. Just a general feeling of like I've forgotten something important. Oh well, so welcome everyone to the live stream, where we're going to be building a Nether Tunnel today. I saw False was working on the Nether Tunnel design. We might need a little bit of nether brick, but probably not. Probably going to use a little bit to transition into our own Nether Tunnel. Oh, that's cracked, okay. And our Nether Tunnel will probably be made out of black stone and then the green and the red blocks. Uh-huh. Shouldn't need more than that. What else have we got going on here? There, that's what I'm looking for. It's basically going to be a continuation of what we've already got going on up top. Maybe we'll use some slabs and stairs. Anything here I could drop off? All's good, really. Probably going to need some lighting. And we're probably going to buy some materials from the shopping area. So let's go over to our nether pool. Jaden says, you're able to work on the Nether Tunnel now. I believe so, yes. Look, False even put... Look, it perfectly lines up, which is so lucky. So we're going to work on that. We can make it perfectly line up on the other side as well. What I want to do is just build a little bit of the theme here, like the block palette. Where there's actually none of it over it, so I don't know if False is going to continue that or not. Because I was going to go buy these blocks, but maybe I'll leave it then. Because I don't know if she's continuing that. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it. I guess we'll leave it be and see if a different theme emerges. It's good that you got... Whoa, wait, I went too far. It's good you got lots of space to fly down here. That's good. Oh, look, full stop right at my stops. That's good. So we'll have this all cleared out on this side as well, which I'm not going to do right now, actually, because it'll fill up my inventory, won't it? Watching you reminded me to make my morning cup of tea, says the squirty squid. Ah! I've got a hot cup of tea here. We'll give it a minute. We'll give it a minute. Okay, so, dude, that's just, like, of all the places you can walk, right? Probably going to make this a little bit taller. Those blocks will actually probably stay there. Let's see, how's it feel on the other side? Like, we'll probably use a little bit of depth. Probably need to start counting up some blocks here as well. So let's say we went 1, 2, 3, 1. Change color 1, 2, 3, 1. I hear some banging on doors. That's probably down below in our farming area. Yeah, so with freeze, we would have a pillar end right here, which could be a good thing. I reckon it'll end up working. Uh-huh, we got more. And then this thing, I think, is going to be a bit of a tool tunnel. But let's see, let's get in here and start placing those markers. We got a noise in the air. We got black death clouds here for 2 months. Thank you so much, dude. Alfredo 8 is here for 5 months. Miranda Miller 91 here for 7 months. Thank you so much for your tremendous support, peeps. It is always appreciated. Sweet Sunny Dream says, I'm such a mesomorph. I really dislike drinking and eating sounds, but X slurping his tea is just lovely. What's a mesomorph? Speaking of which, is someone anticipating the drinking of the tea? I've not heard the term mesomorph before. Hey look, the path here is like level, so I'll probably do a bit of this. In fact, we'll show off those pillar blocks. I saw False was doing something with fence posts going up, actually. Maybe we could put that in front. I think it was like full block, then upside down one, and then fence blocks going up. So something like this. I noticed there's no like cracked nether bricks anywhere. Probably a bit of a big project for that kind of level of detail. We got Jatums1 here with some cheers and bits. Thank you so much, dude. No message with that, but I appreciate the support nonetheless. Sporkle BM says, does X already have a design for the tunnel, or is he winging it right now? Oh, we're winging it. But hey, it's just going to be a simple little thing, right? Like, nothing too fancy, just a bit of alternating colour and, you know, some depth in the shape by putting the colour behind the pillars that make up the path. Then we obviously got to pick a roof and a path, and we'll just pick things that kind of match. Ha, see what happened. See what has happened. It's kind of odd because I think that means when I boxed off this area, I didn't box it off even on either side. Which is kind of odd. Although there is that block there, so maybe I did. I don't know. Oh look, no, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. On that side it's got a torch. I think I boxed it off odd on one side. Which is, you know, kind of thing I'd usually spot. And we got Bubba Fett here with cheers and bits saying good morning / evening, Xisuma. It's evening, dude. Thank you so much for the cheers and bits. I've had a good day today. Just been on the feet pretty much all day. Seen the physio. Did shopping. Cleaning the house. Getting lots of Hermitcraft stuff done. It's all good. Evening X, what's the plan today, says Backpack. I got a list of like 3 to 4 things we need to take care of. Etho would be disappointed about your portal corners, says Hitharay. Well then, don't tell Etho. Keep it a secret. Are you going to make a shulker farm when the update comes out? Definitely, definitely. I think, you know, I wanted to use shulkers more in my next, you know, like base or like storage system, whatever it is. And I was thinking those shulker farms are going to enable a more shulker box oriented playstyle. And so I think I'm going to think in terms of like everything that's storage is shulker box related. So like rather than have a bunch of chests, have a means to convert it all into shulker boxes. What do I not? I'll tell you what, we'll throw that down and put the junk in it. Junk goes in the trunk. The trunk is the shulker box. Let's carve a bit more out here. So I don't know if I want to do the whole... I could just continue that all the way down, really. Probably, actually, that'll probably look pretty cool. Let's rip out this. And I think what we're going to do is tear into it, like, at the width of these pillars. Yeah, this is going to be nice. This is a cool idea. It also looks different for me than other players because I've got the texture pack with the bedrock. And the reason I use that is because, A, I've played the game for a long time, right? I feel like the longer you play this game, you become a lot more open to things being changed just because it kind of breaks the norm. And bedrock has just always been one of those textures that's just ghastly to look at. And it's got high contrast, it's not great on video, and this is just dark and smooth, and yeah, I kind of really prefer this. Right, we've got noises in the air. Caladina is here, gifting 5 subs to McVeigh, Rofo04, Dark Wolf Hunter, Mouseman98, and Major Magus. Thank you, Caladina, for supporting our community with those gifted subs. Really appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Thank you for the support. We got Ninja Maddie here with some cheers and bits. No message with that one, but thank you ever so much for supporting the channel. Bedrock is really bad for YouTube compression, says Maurice. Yeah, the first episode of Minecraft Mythbusting, I recorded in a world with like a bedrock floor, and it just didn't click with me until I uploaded the video, and loads of people were like, dude, this looks horrible, and I'm like, yeah, it does. It absolutely looks horrible. Why did I not notice this? I don't think False was doing it quite like this. Getting in there and getting out like every little bit, but that's what I'll do for our part of the tunnel. That's what I'll be doing. I love this jam right here. I'm turning up the music for myself. That's my boogie right now. I'm boogieing. You can't see it, but I'm doing a little boogie. Ninja Maddie. Oh no, we read that one, didn't we? Thank you again, Ninja Maddie. Longy511's here with the Prime. Appreciate it, dude. Hither says, I'm usually a vanilla Minecraft purist, but I definitely approve of your bedrock. You know, when we started playing Minecraft many years ago, like, vanilla purism was rampant. Like, you couldn't get away with anything. Like, the modded community was very sort of separate in the beginning. And then slowly over time, people have been more accepting of, like, changes to the game. And I believe it's because the value has shifted more from the game and more into being entertained. I think people realised that, like, you know, when I started playing Minecraft and doing Minecraft videos, it wasn't like I was trying to create entertainment. It was just this thing that I was doing and sharing. And I think as the game and the content creators have evolved to create entertainment, it's become more accepting to use things that are not strictly vanilla as they kind of contribute to the entertainment value, right? But, you know, the thing I always say is, like, I really think you should play for what you want out of the game. So it's okay to be like a purist if you want that kind of limitation, but like if there's things in the game you'd like to see changed, you know, consider changing them, because I think Minecraft is the sort of game where the creativity extends to that. It's not only just a world you build things in, it's a game where you can change the parameters for what you want to do, create your own goals, you know, create your own environment. And yeah, you know, if you choose to go playing creative, you could ruin the survival experience for yourself. So I'm not saying like just do whatever you like, but you can certainly be open to using certain things that are out there that make the game slightly different. One mod I'd be very interested in playing with is the Psycraft, because I don't know who made it, probably someone in Psycraft, right? But the movable tile entities mod is very intriguing to me. One of the things that actually makes not playing with it a little bit of a thing is the fact that the people who are going to play it best are already playing it, right? Like, I feel like if I were to use that and make a series with it or something, like, it would just be, why didn't you do what Psycraft did, you know? Because those guys make, like, ace contraptions with that stuff. Whoa, that was seriously loud in my eardrum right there. Okay, are we missing a pillar? No. Hey, I would like some more of that, please. Alright, so far so good. Black glass is a big part of this. That's like a really nice finishing touch there. If we have a look at what False did, it kind of feels like you don't see too much of that, but you do when you peer in, so we're not going to worry about that. We'll go get some black glass and incorporate it. Excuse me, burping a bit because I had something to eat not too long ago. Oh, right. They're in the wrong way around from where we were farming. We have noises in the eardrum from DF Studios, Maddie GB 2003. Spooky Dokie's here for 32 months. Half a stack of months, indeed. And Uncultured Swine 69, here are the cheers and bits, saying, I'm looking to buy a new PC and was looking to buy Minecraft. Can you explain the difference between Java and Bedrock Edition? Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll give you some tips on buying a computer to play Minecraft. Okay, we're playing in Java right now. Java is the original. Okay, Java is the original game, still being developed today. It tends to be at the forefront of snapshots. So if you play Java Edition on your computer, you will have access to snapshots as well. You'll have access to the modding scene, which is massive. You know, things like the Twitch launcher can give you access to Forge and all the mod packs. You've got Fabric for your more vanilla-oriented mods, like the sorts that I use. If you play Bedrock, you're looking at the closed-in platform that is mainly built for mobile. It's built for console players, and its control scheme feels different. It's a little more clunky in how you move. It's not as slick and smooth as Java, but you know, like, it is a thing of preference. You might prefer Bedrock Edition. You won't have access to the same sorts of mods. You have to pay for third-party maps, skins, etc. Like, it's a lot more of a monetized environment on Bedrock, whereas Java is much more open. Now, you can have both on a computer as well, is the other thing I was going to mention. You don't have to play just one. I have both on this computer, you know, so if you're getting a computer, you have access to both. You don't really need to do anything to make your computer more for one than the other. I'm just wondering if I should bring this nether brick here along for the ride, or if I should put... I think I'm going to go ahead and put blackstone like that up there at that level. Yeah, that feels right to me. Oh, oh, oh! Woo! Someone hits hard! Jeez, fella. Please. I'm just building a tunnel. Okay, he's in the overworld now. He's gone to a better place. So, yeah, here's the next thing, right? Here's what I've got to play Minecraft. I have an i9900K and a RTX 280 Ti T12276 6+5. It's massive overkill for playing this game, right? Massive overkill. Here's what you need. You don't really need to assign the game unless you're playing a mod pack. 2 gigs is probably overkill. 1.5, 1 gigabytes of RAM on the game, so you don't need crazy amounts of RAM. If you do want to play mod packs on your system, bare minimum 8 gigabytes of RAM, preferable 16, especially if you multitask a lot. Alright, when it comes to CPU, that's where you're going to get most of the performance on Java Edition. On Bedrock, things work differently, and I don't know quite how, but you're not going to get a lot of graphical performance out of your graphics card because this is Java, not some engine that's optimized to use a GPU. So it's about having a good CPU. So if you're thinking, where am I going to put the money in this computer, I'd recommend putting it into the CPU over the GPU. Let's get that one there as well. There we go. On Bedrock, you can have RTX too. That's a good point. If you're a big fan of shaders, you love it when there's all those light effects going on and ray tracing, your graphics card can do that on Bedrock. On Java, not so much. I'd say so far so good with this tunnel. You need a high core clock for your CPU, says Heyo. Yep, again, very good point. You're looking for single-threaded performance. I wouldn't recommend getting one of these Amazon Ryzen, whatever they're called, you know, 16, 24-core CPUs. You can get a multi-core CPU, they're pretty much standard, but you want one that has good single-threaded performance because the game is not optimized to use multi-core. Bedrock, on the other hand, is. Bedrock probably, I mean, I'm guessing now, but probably performs pretty well with a multi-core CPU. I have also heard people say, though, that in general, games play better with high single-threaded performance than multi-core, but it depends how they're coded. I think you should wait for the new Ryzen since they're better than any current. I would stave off unless you're like a specialist or you really like want cutting edge hardware for what you're doing. I wouldn't play the waiting game for new hardware. New hardware tends to be expensive, right? And you're looking at getting like some probably incremental gains in terms of performance. When I was a kid, like having a 486 and going from that to like a Pentium 3, which actually was a couple of generations to be fair, but like, you know, Windows 95 to 98, 98 to Millennium, it always felt like there were these big leaps forward. But then somewhere around the introduction of solid state drives, probably around Windows 7, I think solid state drives really sort of killed the sense of big gains, like system to system, because you could massively multitask already, and it was just like loading times were zapped, stability was already really good by Windows 7, and from that point it just kind of felt like, you know, Windows 10 is pretty darn good, maybe a bit more stable than 7 felt. A really good... Hey, do you know what? We could make this a cross section, so we could have this like same design over here as well. But anyway, the big kick of like improved performance that I felt as a PC user was the solid state drives. That was like the last thing that really felt like it kicked things up a gear. And M2 is like, I've got M2s in this computer, and it's like there was enough of it, like, you know, you're not in a time sensitive environment where you need your computer to load 3 seconds faster. So like it went from taking a few minutes to load up. I mean, there were times when I was a kid when the computer took 10 minutes to load up. You'd like leave it to boot and then come back in a bit. And then by Windows 7, you know, boot up times were like minutes. And then solid state drive, all of a sudden you're down to a minute, maybe 30 seconds. And now with M2, it's like 20 seconds, you know. JM Lemmy says SSDs are awesome. Even 10-year-old PCs work like brand new with that. That's interesting. I've not thought of that, like putting it into an old system. Like, how would Windows XP boot up on an SSD? That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Maybe with some hardware of that era. You got me thinking now. That's the kind of thing that I would like to know, but probably couldn't be bothered to do. That's why I'm glad there's like YouTubers making... Oh, we should start at this end. There's YouTubers making all quirky videos, like I got pulled into some of this nostalgia nerd stuff recently, like just sort of getting into old tech and telling you the stories behind the hardware and doing experiments with it. And it's like, I love all this, I just wouldn't be bothered to do it myself. So I'm glad like it exists and someone else is out there like poking around with this stuff. It's quite fun and curious. I would kill for a very oldish case with modern hardware, says Seven Town. Dude, that sounds like a project right there. Like, you know, adapting an old CPU case to fit in a modern SSD. Oh, you know, sorry, a modern MOBO. Excuse me. Xisuma, I just saw the video and bone meal won't be used as the mushroom is not growing. It was updated in 1.16. Science boy, yeah, I'm aware of that. It's one of those things about my commentating, or like, I don't know how much detail to go into sometimes, because when I listen back to my own videos when I'm editing, I kind of think like, oh yeah, I could have also explained that this is bone meal efficient, but you know, I kind of, some parts I leave for the audience to know. Maybe it's something I should work on. You know, I always want to grow and develop my style as a creator, and I always look at like seasons of Hermitcraft as like a refreshing point, and like, what am I going to do different this season? So maybe that'll be one of my things next season. Maybe I can get deeper into like tutorial mode, you know, explaining stuff a bit more. Depends on what the audience wants as well, you know, because like I know there's people that have been watching for years that don't need to be told that stuff, and then, you know, it's a bit of a mix. My 10-year-old computer with Windows 10 can't even get 50 FPS, says Wackup. A Lackup even. Well, getting below 50 FPS on a 10-year-old computer, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, and I feel like if we're doing this here, the opposite side should start with the opposite colour. That's cool. I feel like this should step down and step back up again. I really do. I feel like it deserves an extra level. And I've got this weird idea that we could try and mirror what you see up top by perhaps putting glass and these blocks sort of down there. But I think that's kind of like a lot of work for a potentially not so great effect. Like, it sounds good, but it might not be as good in practice. That is not the glass, but that is. Damn, this song's got vibes right here. Right, let's read those noises in the ear. We got Anna Bomb Banana gifting a sub to Anapopolis. There we go, said it. Turian's here for 46 months. Echo 10100 has subscribed. And Community Center is here for donation, saying perfect mood fit for my Monday morning. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it and hope you're enjoying the stream. Labdrin says Matt KC on YouTube released a video last week. Fastest Windows 98 PC. He used a SSD and it shocked to see it boot in 98 in under a minute. Wow, that's cool. I'll be interested to know the rest of the specs though. Is it like 98 era specs or is it 98 on a modern CPU? Yeah, this thing's definitely got to go down a layer here. And when I say that, that means this is going to be the floor. So all of this is going to come down to this level. I think what I want to do is something I haven't done at the top, so I hope it'll look okay. Right, so we extend that. Bring this into that space. Then we're going to have slabs that stop stuff spawning. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like maybe what I need to do is see the floor first. Like, what are we actually putting in here? Feels like an important question. Like, what is this floor going to be made of? Because I feel like we shouldn't use this colour again, even though it matches this road. What other materials have we used? We've got basalt. We've used mostly this. Crying obsidian. That'll actually generate light that will stop things spawning. I happen to have a batch of obsidian lying around. That could make a nice design. I think we get to unify bits of the theme again. Also, we could take a little inspiration from Etho as well. See, in Etho's area, he's got these blocks together. Oh man, the portal block looks great, doesn't it? Yeah. How much are those things? Oh. Might have to go look it up manually. Oh, Sorcerer is here for 9 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate your support. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's see. Respawn and core. Bam. Do a little bit of research quickly. And it is Crying Obsidian and Glowstone. So, yes, I could potentially afford that. Maybe we'll use a little bit of it, like on the sides. I'm starting to get a picture in my mind coming together. That's a good thing. We definitely want a picture in the mind. Secret entrance opportunity right there. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, yes, of course, Chasey. The recipe book. Yeah, I needed to open a crafting bench to see the 3x3 recipes. Silly me, eh? Oh, by the way, my Crying Obsidian is down below. What do you think about Etho's building style, says Heyo. I mean, Etho's just an absolute legend at this point. I've been watching him since the beginning. Literally one of the first people I started watching, alongside Static and Doc M, and I've always been captivated by the way he plays this game. And, you know, quite often when I'm watching his videos, I'm like, man, I just love, like, how freely he's like finding these ideas and whatnot. And anyway, very, very just curious style that I really enjoy watching. And better yet, like kind of watching him evolve as a player, right? Like I feel like he's all of a sudden hit a really cool stride lately with some of the ideas that he's bringing to his builds. And here on Hermitcraft, the build style is just, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Hey X, your editing process like, says Racevar. I think you're asking what is my editing process like. It's for making Hermitcraft videos, it's very much like record and edit, record and edit, record and edit. So if you think about when I show you something I've been up to and then we jump to the next bit, in between that I've probably dropped that clip in and then, you know, tuned up the edges and got it ready for the next clip. And that works really well for me just because the video comes together as I'm making it. What I would struggle to do is record a bunch of stuff and edit it after. I tend to like my recordings to be the end product. Some people go in there and like chop up all the things that they're saying and jump it about, which is a good thing to think about because it can be useful when you've recorded something that doesn't quite work. But I very much like to have it so that you know, everything's kind of like in there from the beginning and I don't need to go around figuring it out or whatever. Okay, so blocks are going to go here. I think I'm going to start the design just here, just because. And we need to go get some glowstone. And I've probably got too much stuff in my inventory right now as well. Whoopsie doopsie, I did an oopsie. Hither says your snapshot videos are impressive of how quick they come out and how much depth you go into. Thank you, dude. That's a thing I've been trying to do for a long time, is like cover things extensively and get it out quickly. It kind of means that I don't get to like be in the moment too much and enjoy it, and I've really enjoyed being able to make those follow-up videos on my second channel because it feels like you know, like making a video, getting all this knowledge about snapshot is kind of like stuff whirling around in your head, and you know, due to the way I do my videos, that stuff doesn't really get to go anywhere. But now it does. Now it does get to go somewhere because after I air my thoughts and I get to talk about sometimes little things that I missed or comments on what's being shown. That's something else I don't really do. I don't comment on what's going on too much. I tend to just kind of give you it, unless it's something where I like need to remind people not to hate on Mojang, because every now and then they introduce something and I think like, oh, I can just see people overreacting to this. So I like to remind folks, you know, to be on Mojang's side. I really believe Mojang have got like the community at the center of a lot of their decisions. Really feels like that. More and more so with each update is it becoming clear that that's how they're doing it. It's a community game and they're embracing that. Jaden says, you still use Vegas to edit your videos or do you use another software? I still use Vegas. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Okay, we wanted a crafting bench. I thought... Oh, it's in there, isn't it? It's in here. So now we can craft some of these. What I do want to do is actually put glowstone in them, I think. Oh, it's actually glowstone blocks that you put in them, right? Do I want to go more than that? Yeah, we'll go full... Oh, apparently I've not done that before. Oh, actually, maybe not, because we updated to 1.16.4 and I noticed a bunch of stuff reset. So, it could just be that. Anyway, we should really just do the bit over here, I guess. So we can see... I'm not sure I wanted to do that. I'm not sure I wanted to do that. Interesting, you know. Might just respawn there next time. Might be sooner than I expected. Oh, good God. Leave X alone. Don't make me run onto the bedrock ceiling, dude. You're in the overworld. Gale enjoys the crying obsidian And obsidian design. Awesome, dude. I like it too. I think we're going to go with it. Where's the old food at? There we go. So now that we've got a chunk of it done, I like it. I just feel we need a tiny bit more depth from somewhere, a tiny bit more shape. Shape, you say? Maybe like a bunch of walls between. Nah, that makes it narrow, but that height might be what's popping. We got some of these. Kind of like at that level. I think that'll work. Okay, let's go get the rest of these materials and then finish this thing up. Gonna need that. Probably got enough to do the rest. Actually, no, probably gonna run out of this stuff, aren't I? And we got more digging to do. We got a lot to do over here. Alright, we got noises in the air from Epic Destroyer, here for the nation, saying hello, how's your day going? It's going great, dude, thanks for asking. I've been active, been on my feet day today, which I like. So if I put that as a slab, then the slabs can go all the way across. Could possibly mirror that a little bit up here. Did I leave some glass out there? No, I didn't. Oops. Whoopsie doopsie. Yeah, that looks perfect right there. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that picture. Great. Oops. What time is it in the UK, says Hither. It is 10 to 5. 10 to 5, I'm alive. Okay, we got noises in the air from Large Money Banks here for 27 months. Epic Destroyer is gifting a sub to Fat Metal Jesus. Thank you for gifting the sub, dude. Appreciate it. Antonio4230 is here for 29 months. In an apocalypse, what pet animal would you rather eat first? Oh, what an awful question. A pet animal? So it's my pet. Jeez. I wish I had a pet pig. I don't know, that's an awful question, dude. Oh. Goodness me. Pigs are lovely, by the way. I think they're lovely little creatures. Very loud, very noisy. We also got Just Timmy's dad. Not Timmy. Oh, Timmy, what have you done? Oh, wait, it's Timmy's dad. Never mind. Never mind. We also got Phantom Sound 28 here with the Prime. Annabelle Banana gifting a sub to Floppy Banana 420. Appreciate you gifting the sub as always. And we have Dead Meat 8701 here for 15 months. Thank you so much, dude. Glad you enjoy the channel. Oops, wasn't supposed to break that. Right, we need more of these respawn anchors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 10. 10 respawn anchors. We can make 12. We're not going to have enough to charge them all up, are we? Or maybe. Now, they need like 4 each, don't they? And we got a noise in the air. We got Slushy A here for 9 months. Twitch baby. Have a wonderful day and everyone on the stream. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Put in the rest of these quickly. We also got Blue Hillier Games here at Cheers and Bits. Thank you for all you do. My husband and I love watching your videos. We love how level-headed and chill you are. Thanks so much, appreciate it. Glad you enjoy watching the videos. Thank you for the cheers and bits. We got False Grumbo 85SV here with the Prime. Thank you so much. Xisuma, do you think that anyone has watched the entire Hermitcraft playlist on your YouTube? Says Gizzy. It's certainly possible. Maybe Angry Canine has watched all of it. But yeah, I'm in what, 960 plus episodes? That's a lot. That's a lot of watching time right there. Oh man, I was watching one of my old videos the other day. I was trying to find the crafting clip, and I could just hear the noise in the background. I remember the cuts, like having to cut stuff out, and oh man, I'm so glad that I get to like do this in my own place these days. It's been immense for like the production value in multiple ways. Okay, look at that. We're getting there. Sort of doing this semi-randomly now, aren't I? I'm just doing what works. Okay, that's all the way to that corner. There's some beautiful chill music right here. Let's go get some more crying obsidian. We got Angry Canine in chat. Angry Canine, have you watched every episode of Hermitcraft? Okay, so we've got to fill up those. We're gonna need more glowstone. Fill up those things. And that's kind of it, really. Okay. That's good right there. I like it. I like it a lot. I do feel like maybe we could have vines in here as well. Add a little bit of detail that will sort of pop out as you walk through it from between the gaps. So let's go get glowstone and vines. Okay, we've got Sniper Rifle here for 14 months. Been a while. I've not been as much into Minecraft or watching streams lately. I still appreciate your attitude and positivity. Hope things are going well. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Everything's good over here. Hope all is good for you too. Let's grab that. Oh, that's going to be plenty enough, isn't it? I'll chuck that back in there. Let's see. Vines. We also got Noodles here with the Prime. Thank you so much, Noodles. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Let's grab some of the vines that twist and the vines that weep. Ah yes, a few people, I like Shuckles, have pointed that out to me, that I could make a smite sword for my phantom farm. That is a very, very good idea. We could do this for like the opposite on each side, right? But I feel like it's gonna feel better this way around. I could also throw in some string here. Yeah, I feel like going all the way top to bottom ain't the best way. So let's say we punch out 1, 2, and put it there. Okay, and now what we're going to do is go to every one of those, put a bit of string. Yeah, that's it actually. Okay, then the same on the other side would be there. Let's go ahead and put them all in at the same height. You know, alternating heights might be a good thing as well, but I think they're going to look cool when they're not alternating because it goes up and down, right? Oh, actually, it kind of looks a bit. The red one looks a bit short. This one gets to look taller, I think. Might add one more to the red then. Yeah, I'm going to add one more to the reds. Okay, and then down here... Oh, it makes everything bright. Bright and luminous. Actually, I think I like the idea of alternating them now. I don't get my glowstone back, do I? So that one's bright. So then this one here. Yeah, we'll do it like that. Okay, and then that one's... Yeah, good. Okay, so the last thing for us to do is to add one extra here. Like so. This is going to be a great tunnel, I can tell. And that's it. I'm loving that. That is really good. That is definitely good. Now, one of the things I touched on here was maybe doing something in this spot. Let's take that, put it there. Because I want this to kind of pop as like, hey, it's the entrance to my area. I think we'll put some fence, possibly put some fence posts in. That kind of... Or maybe we take advantage of that depth. And put something at the top and the bottom. I think I know what. Let's put crying obsidian there. And I think it wants to go one block higher here. Which means bedrock can disrupt it, so maybe not. And then... That's kind of really cool. Except I think up the top it should just be nether brick. Sweet! Oh, you know, don't really need that one block back. Put lava there. I could do. I don't think I want to do lava though. I think I actually really like it like this. So what did we put up there? This, and then down the bottom, that. That's really cool. Damn, that's really great. I'm loving this. Good old walkthrough to the next area. Now, you see, Etho's got that, and now I need a bee banner. I need a bee banner on my door, obviously. That's pretty cool. I might actually do a totally different design in the opposite direction, right? Just because... Doesn't really need to be the exact same thing, does it? That would probably be a better opportunity to do something different. And it's quite a ways. This actually might not be... This is not the one to my portal, or is it? No, this goes somewhere... Oh, whoa! I had a serious case of... Oh, goodness me. This could be dangerous. Like, I need to think quickly and get a couple of things together. Maybe an ender pearl. I had a case of... I was either holding down forward or I had a ghost key for a second. Sometimes it's hard to tell. Sometimes it's obviously a ghost key, but... Okay. It almost looks like someone else has fallen down here a few times already. With these pillars. This is madness right here. Okay then. So we learned this wasn't my tunnel. And we got noises in the air. Angry K92 with cheers and bits saying, yes, I've seen every one of your Hermitcraft episodes from season 1 to the most recent. Hashtag blame the cat. There you go, my friends. Every episode. Get on the K9's level, peeps. Jeez. Thank you so much for watching over the years, dude. It's been a pleasure. We got Joel Wretch here for 12 months, a whole year. Goldie Face in chat. We got Benji Bamboo here with a prime. Cyan Noodle 06 here for 2 months. What is Ari is here for 8. Still watch all your videos. I'm just too busy to catch streams. Well, you're here today, dude. Thank you for tuning in. So this other portal of mine, that's my one. Aha. So what I will do is connect to it on the opposite side, right? Here we go. That's enough. Okay, there we go. So there's the other tunnel bit. And its width is pretty much, let's say we just dig, yeah, we'll dig in line with this. And then we'll come back again. Okay, so we're going to here. And then we're going to clear out all of this. Damn, this pick's getting worn out right here, you know. Xisuma, do you use the alternate glitch from Vanilla Tweaks? I can't tell. Yes, I do. I do indeed use that. Can we get 4,000, says Minecraft Guy. I do not know. How many people are watching? 3,200. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Be sure to hit the follow button here on Twitch. Get notified of when I go live. If you're coming in after watching the episode on Hermitcraft, we're going to continue doing that for the rest of the year, probably. In January, I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to be taking a break, and we'll probably, I don't know, change the whole Twitch schedule then. But yeah, after the episodes go live, after an hour of it being live, I come on here and stream for 2 hours. And it's worked out pretty well so far. I've been enjoying it. Not really sure if it makes much of a difference, but hey, it's worth experimenting. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got that all prepped and ready. Might do a different type of tunnel for this area. I don't know. Yeah, I don't feel like repeating the same design again, you know. Okay, so all of our project-related blocks, which is not that, get to go in here. In here. And I guess we'll have to sort some of this away manually. Let's get the obsidian back out of there. I'll put that away manually. Okay then, back into the base we go. This song is a tune right here. Damn, I wish I had a hot cup of tea. I just realised that I finished my tea. What is left is cold. It is cold now. Also, while I'm having a sip of water now, I got 4 channels on YouTube. If you haven't checked all of them out, maybe go check them out. Got one about music, got one about talky stuff, opinions, ideas, advice, whatever. Second channel is where these live streams go, and then of course there's the main channel. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Woo! Cheeky plug, cheeky plug. Cheeky plug. We got Cow Chaser here with cheers and bits. Hey Xisuma, I've always wanted to make Minecraft videos. What's your advice? My advice is do it. Do it right now, son. Get off this video. Get off this live stream. Go make a video. I'm not joking either. Although, there's one thing I will say about that. I'm not saying it relates to what you've asked specifically. But I think it was Ricky Gervais, or maybe it was Henry Rollins. But anyway, this thing of saying, like, someone asked me, should I play the guitar? And the answer they gave was no. You probably shouldn't if you had to ask, right? It doesn't apply to everyone, but it's sort of like an interesting point. Is like, if you want to do something creative and passionate, right? Like, It should be like you should have a driving force to do it. It shouldn't be like a... You shouldn't have to ask anyone for permission, right? I always found that super interesting. That always stuck with me. It made sense to me because I never asked anyone if I should make music. It was just like I had to do that. But anyway, you might be asking from like a completely different perspective. Always, yeah, of course, just do it. Just go make videos. See if you enjoy it. Alright, we got Gimme Your Tacos here for 7 months. Cyanide Gaming here with the Prime. And Drone117 here with Cheers and Bits. No message for that one, but thank you ever so much for those biddies. Appreciate it. I always like to watch inventory management, says my Shay Shoe. Really? Because I could easily just sit here and sort away all these shulker boxes and tidy up all this junk that I've got lying around, but I'm like, nah, no one wants to watch that. But maybe I was wrong. Okay, right, next thing we're going to do is going to be a little bit grindy, possibly, but I've got 259 levels, and we're going to spend them. And we're going to spend them with the power of 1,000 golems. In fact, I'm going to go over to the golem area and just grab it that way. Oh, I love flying from, like, little outpost to outpost. It's always so good. We're going to make some iron blocks. And that is probably enough iron blocks. So we will now head off in this direction. I get that from my friends. Why be a chef? My answer, it felt like the right thing to do. I love food and feeding my friends. Says, I am Master Chef. Awesome, man. Awesome. But like, what? Your friends asking you why do you do what you do? I mean, if someone questions what you want to do, when, as if you shouldn't, like that's a bit suspect. I mean, maybe you're doing something you actually shouldn't, and like a friend has some valuable insight for you. But to be questioned for doing what you want to do because someone thinks you should do something different? Ha! Right. That ain't quite right. Okay, this is going to be a bit mad. Okay, I was going to do one thing, and then I kind of realised there might be a better way to do this. So, if we put non-stackable items in here... Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, wait. So, we have filter 1 and filter 2. If we have non-stackables... Right, I was going to use some XP and make them full stacks. Nembon was explaining to me that if these are full stacks, the hoppers will stop looking for items. So every hopper here is looking for items on top of it. So what we want to do here is actually put in... We want to replace what we got with minecarts, which might be a bit of a pain in the bum. So I'm going to go grab a couple of things. E-Gamer, the bedrock texture is from Vanilla Tweaks. Oh, just managed to land correctly. What's your opinion on Moo Pop? Does it taste good? I want to have a bottle of Moo Pop. I want to know what Moo Pop tastes like. Is it like soda milk? Cream soda. Maybe it tastes like cream soda. Do you know what I like? I like root beer. Why not shovels? Says Pure Spice. Probably because they take more time to craft, like multiple materials, and you know iron isn't exactly expensive, so you know. Scar says it's milk and mushrooms that carbonated. That doesn't sound nice at all. Mushrooms for me in terms of food. They're alright, but I think it's how you cook them. Can give them a bit of spice, you know, give them a bit of a kick. Okay, so let's look at this. We're going to... I need to grab a shulker box, and I got, you know, where can I get a shulker box? I feel like Moo Pop tastes like a mix between kombucha and chocolate milk that's carbonated. That sounds awful. Awful. Okay, grab a shulker box. Right, now I don't want to sleep in a bed. Because I am the Phantom Hunter. And Phantom Hunters, they don't sleep in beds at night. They hunt phantoms. Hey, Rendog's got us. Okay, we'll start roughly around this area. I'm glad we're doing this now, actually. So one of the reasons I have a lot of XP is because I thought we were going to be doing this differently. I don't actually really need to get that close, so I can do it all from down there, really, can't I? Like here. The thing that I want to have at this level somewhere is a crafting bench, so that we can, and then 12. We got more than that. Bam. Right. So this is where it starts, and yes, I've got to do every single one of these, but I got to do them manually like that because we can't have anything slip out of here. But every time we fill one of these droppers, no, not the droppers, just the hoppers, the Hermitcraft server, it gets a little bit better. And that is a true statement right there. So then I'm going to turn around and, you know, throw those away now. They're no longer useful. And then we'll make some more. So what I need this for is not that, it is for this. Okay, I kind of don't need those things. Rockets are good in an emergency, probably don't need those. Might as well keep the food on me, not going to need more scaffolding. So now we have all of that space for minecarts. X, you can make shears, they are cheaper. I could, but because iron is so cheap to us, we will use minecarts. Okay. Plus, droppers can be activated by shear, can potentially... No, droppers won't. Dispensers could do something. Ignore me. Ignore me. I was trying to think of like what's the cheapest, and I just thought a minecart. But yeah, you're right. You know, that's cheaper. But we ain't hurting for iron, peeps. We ain't hurting for that iron. We got problems, but iron ain't it. That sort of sounds like that song by that famous rapper, JZ. Okay, let's go swap these over. We're up to this one now, right? Uh-huh. Of Scribbling says JZ, all my life. J who says Master Chef? JZ. Sure, can't tell me you don't know who JZ is. I prefer 50 pence to JZ, says Brett Potato. Each to their own, I guess. Each to their own. 50 pence. N and N's. That one don't work. Or maybe it does. Maybe the whole point is that it doesn't work. And we got a noise in the ear. Is it a cheer? It's Fat Metal Jesus here with Cheers and Bits saying, Hex, can we get a Season 7 version of Hermit Gang? A HEP resistant sort of mix. Well, what I can tell you is Doc is the man who put together that song. And, you know, if he were to make a return to make something like that happen, I'd be so down to do another verse. No! I made a mistake! It doesn't break anything, don't worry. Mistakes were made! Yeah, I'd be so down to do another rap. That'd be so much fun. Now my brain's turning over with ideas for lyrics. Like, there's so much stuff you could probably do with fungus that would be fun. There we go. Let's keep going. Do you post your songs on Spotify, says Respaja1. I do not, I do not. But hey, as I get back into the music, like I can be a very excitable, imaginative person that can get a little bit carried away sometimes. Like, I was thinking of perhaps starting up my record label again and like possibly even signing artists. Like, you know, just where can this go is what I was thinking. And that's way too far ahead for where I'm at right now. But The current thing that I need to do is to just keep doing the music, and then at some point in the future, I think it will make sense if it's like, right, I need to elevate this. This needs to go somewhere like bigger and better now. At which point, at some point in time, I might like get things sorted out so the music gets published on Spotify. But it's really way too far ahead to like really think about that stuff too much right now. I'm just enjoying getting back into doing some production and relearning all the tools that I was using years and years ago. You are a fun guy, says Victor Menezes. Yeah, that would be a great pun for a song, right? Great pun. Here we are at this bit. Oh, I think I fell into the hopper a little bit. My new kitten is enjoying your stream, says Sea Turtle. That sounds lovely, dude. That sounds lovely. Alright, it's grindy, but it's got to be done. And we get to do it together. Right, 2 left. Did I? No, I thought I did an oopsie then. Thought I did a whoopsie, oopsie, oopsie, doopsie. Also, they can just go down there. EK says, does X make music as well? Yes, I do, yeah. What is your favourite Metallica song? Says Nelly Vevo. Harvester of Sorrow and Ride the Lightning. I realised that the other day because they're the songs that I love to play and sing. They're so much fun, those two. Can you just place a chest at the last hopper? That's a very interesting idea, Talbar. That's a very... yeah, like mass fill up. Oh, that's a really good idea. Your boy Talbot with the idea there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we could. So I could math this a little bit. Like, every 5... Okay, so if we're going to math this, let's just eliminate this last little bit here. Okay, so we need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 4. Let's stand here. I'm getting out the calculator. I don't want to goof this. 6 times 4, and then we need to multiply it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then maybe like an extra... Nope, apparently I did it like that. I'm gonna add extra ones here though. Right now. So what was that? Times 10? So 240. Interesting. Interesting idea. Actually, no it won't. No it won't. Here's why. Oh, I made a mistake there. When I take that out, the first item that's going to go in is the nether wart. So no, that will not work. Right? Don't think I'm getting that wrong. Oh, let's check again. Correct line, correct hopper, yeah. That's what I'd see. That will actually not work, right? Because it will feed in the nether wart first. Ah, unfortunate. Talbot says, oh, haha, I derped. It rubs off, doesn't it? It rubs off. Why don't you colour code the redstone? It looks way better, says Skippy. You're probably right. Yeah, it probably does look better. No, I think next project I do, maybe I should have... I mean, it would look great on this one because it's so complex. But yeah, maybe I should colour code the redstone, right? Like, I've got no shortage of wool. Not a bad idea, really. Oh, Rendiggity Dog, R.I.P. Oh, perfect amount, pretty much. That's not an issue. That is not an issue, thank goodness. Hey X, what season had your favourite shopping district? Let's think. Season 4 was the first one, right? No, sorry, Season 2 was the first one. Then Season 3 we didn't think to revisit that idea. Season 4 had a shopping district. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now, and I had the Expo shop, which people seem to just love. Alright, the Phantoms are going to come and get me in a minute. Season 5 we didn't have one. And then we got 6 in this season. It's hard to say, really. 2 was kind of classic, because it was very, different way of doing it at that time. I had a salad bar as a shop that didn't actually sell anything, for example. And I told everyone how much I like eating salads. Right, our time's going to be up here real quick. Here we go. Azo1257 is here subscribing. Thank you ever so much, Azo. Appreciate your support. Aha, look at that. Found the exact right one. Oh, here they come, here they come, here they come. Time to leave. Time's up. Where are my rockets? Woof! We're doing the off. We are doing the off. In fact, I might just log out. What are the other things on my list? Because one of them we can do in another world. Oh, both of them are for the other world. Yeah, I need to kind of get off of Hermitcraft right now. Mr. Hopper Peeps is saying, yeah, I'll double check all of that stuff. I'll double check it all. It'll all get done. Fat Davy is here for 2 months. Thank you so much for your 2 months of support, dude. Appreciate it. Right, Peeps, I wanted to go look at our brewery again. Now, if you have been watching the recent streams, okay, and keeping up with what we've been doing, it's been an epic struggle to get this far, and now we have one sort of semi-tiny thing to figure out with this absolutely amazing contraption now, which is what happens if someone puts something in at the wrong point in time. Now what we need to do is override that action, which is I was thinking of using the subtract command here, but if someone puts in 9 at once, it could technically break. We need to override this. But any sort of as far as I can tell, any kind of interaction here would just end up activating the dispenser. So what mechanic can we... I guess actually we could put a sticky piston here, but then it would power when it comes up and down, which might be a problem, so... If I could move that repeater in and out, that could potentially be it. I'm really not sure actually. This has got me a bit stumped. Move the dropper. Well no, because then this would activate if we move the dropper, right? Maybe a locked repeater. Oh, that's a great idea. Unfortunately, there is... See, that'll power that, so that's not a good idea. And it would be attached to that. Why did we use an observer here? I think, if I remember correctly, it was a bit of a this will help, but then we kind of realized, oh, actually, no, we don't need that. So let's think it through again. If one comes in, I really think the observer there was a something we thought we needed, but turned out we didn't and left in. So let's say we roll it back a little bit. Like, we got to get the signal when the thing first comes in. This activates it if there's any more in, because there won't be a second signal. So that puts us in a position of being able to manipulate something around here to our advantage. Actually, if there are multiple ones... Oh, let me think. If they're... no, I don't know. This is so tricky to get your head around because you're dealing with, like, multiple things happening. So, when that thing goes in there, this thing doesn't rise up for ages. Okay, it's when it's being drained that it rises up. When it's finished draining, it comes down to start the system over again. So, at that point, it always creates a pulse when it finishes. I feel like there's something simple here. It will always power it when it's finished. Essentially, no. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't matter. I feel like what we need it to do... Oh god, this is so tricky. So if this thing like works with a T flip-flop and then that thing resets the T flip-flop, then a new one coming in activates. It's kind of the same. I don't think I'm getting at. Randy says don't overthink it. Well, I mean, what do you mean? Like, I've got to think what the solution is, right? Like, I have to think about it. Okay, so items are coming in. Gets placed. Then that gets broken. If this gets activated by a new item coming in, when that is broken, we have a problem. This needs to be turned off when that is happening. We could potentially do that with a flip-flop that this then resets. So how do we create that? When this gets activated, this needs to be locked. Now, in theory, you kind of... Oh, look here, it's the same... No, there's too much in the way there. This no longer uses the trapdoor. Right. Now, how do we create a flip? I think I know how. I think we do this. My only issue is there might be a slight timing issue if this one gets powered first. Like, there might be a way to break it if you put it in the exact wrong time. But I'm going to guess that'll be really tricky to get precise. So I want this redstone signal here to go straight over. If I put a block there, it connects. So I can do that. So it comes over the top. It will then still power that one, right? This here is now redundant, I believe. That is a redundant piece of redstone. So it powers it over the top. And then it simply needs to come all the way across to here. It's also going to lock that hopper for a split second, which might actually... That might be the thing that saves us. If someone puts in one at the wrong time, the hopper's locked for a split second. This is not a flip-flop currently. So we want to create a one-tick pulse or potentially do something... Well, I guess that wouldn't be a sticky piston, would it? So then down at this level, we need to get a signal from around here. Now, it's when it goes... No, that's not the right way to get a signal. It's when this thing goes down. So if this observes itself, I can also just put that up by 1, right? Yep. When it comes back down to that level, it will be good to create another pulse. And then we need this thing here to now maybe do exactly like we have before and do it. No. Yeah, this will work with the dropper. I need a dropper. Okay, let's walk ourselves through this. So I thought I was going to break something then. So item comes in, it can do that. The point at which it can't no longer dispense something, our fail-safe measure, is when this gets pushed down. That is perfect timing because that is the precise point we don't want this dispenser to ever activate again. So that won't then be reinitiated until this goes back down, at which point it activates that anyway. I think that's it. That really looks like it would work to me. Won't the bottom one get budded? Says Ron. You might be right. In which case, to avoid that, let's go ahead and lower this. All by one. And now it can't be budded. Sweet. In fact, to save redstone, we'll do that. There you go, my friends. I think that is going to work. Let's see it in action. I'm just sitting at my computer confused as I search up what redstone components are, says Avocado. It will be confusing if you don't know what all this stuff is. Okay, so check it out. We're going to put in 1. And then this thing is going to go. So if I put in another one, it will create a pulse. Did that trapdoor... Oh, it gets activated by that. That's fine. It doesn't actually end up breaking anything. Right, now this thing might be able to be activated again. No! No, you can't, because that is there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So yes, if we put it in with silly timing, we're good. We're good. So now the potions are being drained, and then when this slime block pops down, the next one gets dispensed. Amazing. So we put in the foolproof part of that, and we got another bunch of potions out of it. Yes! Woo! It's finished! This is what we're going to build on Hermitcraft. Wait, how did it just activate itself? What? Oh no, of course we had another one in there. What a tool. What an absolute tool. Now if I put this in here, it can't be activated right now. That's all we needed. There we go. Contraption complete, my friends. Contraption complete. I reckon, though, you can make this thing smaller. I reckon you can look at like the way this works with the dispenser and maybe make it all smarter. Thank you for all the congratulations in chat. We got Azo1257 here subscribing. Bat Davy here for 2 months. And 911 Gavin, thank you for your Prime subscription. To prevent the activation of a trapdoor, swap the block for glass. Excellent suggestion. Excellent suggestion. There might be a couple of others as well, like slime block maybe. Like what leaf blocks would probably work, but yeah, glass. So just wondering if there's one like that that is apparently like a full block in terms of not being able to see inside, which isn't even an issue in this one. So yeah, there you go. We improved it again. It just leveled up. Our contraption just leveled up. So we're going to build 4 of those. My goodness me. And if we just look at, you know, you're going to have a gap, a 1 block gap here. So the next one, right, there's that 1 block gap. Then it's 2 blocks. That's the 1 block gap, 2 blocks, and then the next one is here. So when it comes to interface, they'll be spread out that far apart from one another. Or potentially, I could have it like a drop down, like you drop down into the middle, and then they're sort of around you on all sides, and then I don't know how you get out again. Anyway, I desperately need the toilet. I will be right back, peeps. Alright. Alright. Oh, I feel so much better now. There is something else I just remembered we needed to do. I wanted to test the timing of the brewer at the end here. Kit Fisto says, what is your favourite type of chocolate? I love dark chocolate. That's my favourite type. Okay, that would actually not be... I don't know why there's nether warts there. Oh, maybe it's because I was just testing it already with, like, stuff that didn't matter. Right. Okay, so we'll just put those back. Okay, we've got that there. There we go. So the reason it isn't brewing is probably because it needs activating. The issue that we have is the timing of this. And didn't I... We went through all this complicated stuff and then I realised I just need to change the timing. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not. I really should have finished this at the time that I was working on it. So... I believe... I know not what I believe. Hang on. I'm not sure what state this all starts in, actually. I really should have finished this the first time round, right? So maybe what we need here is like a button. Yeah, that's actually like a separate thing. So if we do that, should have an ingredient going down. That should not be on. That's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Actually, that's kind of helpful to have that. Okay, so now it's finished. We're still waiting. We had 12 left, but that's not the way it's going to work. So now it lets them out. Yeah, it's got issues galore, actually. Is this actually as simple as I thought it was? Does anyone remember when we did that stream? Because something ain't right here. I wonder how many water bottles I've got over here. I've got the water bottle filler. Alright, we do have a bit of a stash for working on this. I think it'll also help to put in the same ingredient just to keep it all kind of together. So we have this problem with this end one that I thought I fixed and didn't actually address at the time. Well, didn't actually fix at the time. But the problem is that we're going to have just a pulse. There's not going to be an item in waiting there, so... It looks wrong, says Ukachazo. I just had this... I remember having this revelation, like, oh no, this is how it works, when we were checking out this. But now I think, wait a minute, does that work? Like, what was I thinking? Hey, there's actually something inside the contraption over here that could help us, right? So... This circuit right here is basically... Yeah, that's basically it. By the way, I've also just realised, again, more realisations, this that we built here would need to be changed to this circuit. But it's only that little area there, I believe, that we change. Oh yeah, and the ingredients up the top. Because that's the master one. So we build 3 of them, and then we build a 4th one that gets modified to be like that. But this timing right here is sort of the same. This one is based on an item waiting in there, right? So we probably can't use that. This one is based on that same timing. So essentially, we invert and then do all of that. Yeesh! Alright then. I am undoubtedly going to forget that circuit pretty quickly. It's kind of annoying that it won't be like sleek, but then again I'm glad it's kind of on the ends. It's just the one on the very end that does this, or that needs this. So that is actually our torch right there, isn't it? This might need to be inverted, so that torch is on by default. Weird. Okay, so minor exception here. Us doing some redstone again. That's going to need to be this. Right, and our output to there needs to be on, so I should probably quickly come over here and stop that from feeding in potions. Yeah, okay. Because I believe it's putting... Yeah, look at that. Water bottles going all the way down. This thing isn't running because it's got no shulker boxes in it. But it did make one. Did make one. We got Blaze Junkie 82 here for 52 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you for the nice message. Let's go look at it again. Like, we actually kind of don't need the repeater, although the repeater would be part of the overall timing. And we're using a total of 8 comparators. And our input is here and our output is there, which to me suggests we can potentially... How are we going to squeeze all of that space out here? This is also, this output is like... Now that needs, hang on, their output needs to be on. Oh, this is going to be different. No, because here the output is a pulse. Over there, the output has to be locked and then turned off for a short amount of time. This circuit might not suffice for our needs, unfortunately. It might not suffice. So, when we this is locked. When we unlock it, so when we unlock that, some other event, this event here is going to happen, right? So currently we're full, and that's actually like making this kind of confusing. So we need this to not be full right now, and for that to not be full, at which point it will create a pulse and put in an ingredient, and we're just going to take that ingredient out because we know that that event happens. Okay, we might use some of this redstone down here. So we're going to get our ingredient, we're going to get a single pulse, we need to create a set amount of time until that then turns off for an amount of time as well. This is tricky. This is a tricky one. How did we do it before though? Like, it works more like a hook here, because while there's that on there, like this is when there's an ingredient waiting to be brewed, and these are here locking it. And then when that's over, it goes all the way back to there. And so then that becomes unpowered. And I guess all the potions have to drain out. This side over here is locked, which... This, yep, that's locked, so no more potions go in. Dang, it's like, this is very elegant, but I'm not sure we can take advantage of it the same way. Oikandare says, this is why I gave up on making a brewery. Well, I had plenty of opportunities to give up on this, right? And we ended up getting there, so giving up is the problem. Sultanator is here with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And this is one of the hard things about doing redstone, is that you got to keep together the multiple variables in place. So as you, like I did, as I started thinking, oh, we'll use this delay circuit, then we realised, wait a minute, the output is not conditioned correctly. And it's fine. It takes a while. I don't mind staring at this stuff till we figure it out. Noodly Noodles says, I am kind of confused but also interested. I'll try and explain it as much as I can. And, you know, explaining it out loud helps me think about it. So, we're going to have an event where the fermented spider eye passes through this hopper, and that has to trigger off a timing circuit. The timing circuit has to keep this locked, and then unlock it for enough time for the potions to go all the way through, so that a pulse is created here. The pulse actually starts when the item passes through. Oh, there's also that torch there. So when items are sitting in there, potions can come into here, but that'll be locked, so it's not a problem. But then when there's nothing in there, this is unlocked, right? How does it get locked again? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm going to have to watch one of these brews in action, because that bit doesn't make sense to me right now. So, this one here would have 3 ingredients, or 2 ingredients. It doesn't actually matter. It's got potions. No, it doesn't have potions. Oh, this is why we have stuff going on here. Okay, so if I take that and go boop, boop, boop. Yep, and then they should arrive over here as well, yep. Now we got them there, cool. So, I'm gonna, like, this isn't ready to do anything. I'm gonna put in... we have a tab for brewing, don't we? Let's see, brewery. We're gonna put in a nether wart, first of all, and then a ghast tear. How about that? Where is the nether wart? Is it me or is it not in there? How is netherwort not in brewing? Dude, if I search it... It's in miscellaneous. That's where the netherwort belongs, my friends. That's definitely where it belongs. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to simulate both of these items coming through, right? Okay, that turns off. We're watching what happens. So, bottles can come in. I guess when that leaves, this gets locked again, doesn't it? And it'll stay locked. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little too distracted here. There's got to be a simpler way. It's essentially the same thing needs to happen, but it relies on the item being there to move over all the items into the other one. And then they get to drain back. And we can't rely on that. We can't use that same mechanic. I don't think we can use something like a flip-flop here. It really is just about getting the timer. I could build something big and complicated. I am trying to think of something simple, right? Let's start with something big and complicated and then take it from there, I guess. So we're using a pulse at this point here now, which is how we're getting started. And that pulse has to go... doesn't that pulse need to power? No, it needs to be powered to begin with. It could probably work either way. And we're totally gonna have to do this in the big, open, bulky kind of way of doing it. Which is not how I want to roll. Don't know why I'm doing that. It's 8 that we need. There is 2 on that side, therefore there is 1 over here. One thing I could do is, unlike we did before, I could actually put this here, and then it's going to put... It's going to do this. Okay, this is the only way I know how to make this circuit. And already I see a problem with it, but that's fine. We're figuring things out. Xisuma, I love this music. It's awesome, says Noodly Noodles. It is C418, the one and only. The one and the only. So we go ahead. See, that's where we got a problem right there. Actually, I kind of just sort of need the same thing again. But I can only have 4 ticks to get it going. So we do that again. Right, so we've got 2 bits of redstone, and it also goes over there. Oh, this is going to be ugly. Because it needs to be... timing needs to be so, like, precise. Dramian says, "Hey X, I appreciate the redstone brainstorming stream. I feel like as a player who's new to redstone, I actually learn a lot hearing the thought process as you figure out what does and doesn't work." That's great. That's exactly what I want you to get. That's why I think out loud about this stuff, is just so you can kind of see what's going on. Okay, so in order to just activate this, we put that into there, and we're doing a test, right? So, did a water bottle go down below then? I don't know. That is something we have to keep an eye on. We have activated the delay circuit. Now, why did I not see that being a problem? It gets a pulse. So I don't... why is it inverted? I think it's because the other signal was inverted. I thought it would be okay. Right, we're going to have to try this again. We've got those in there. So does this actually have to be... yeah, that's not going to interfere with anything. Now, this means that locking it out might cause its own problems. So we won't worry about that right now. That's too much to deal with. But yeah, that could potentially be an issue. DJ Strawberry is here for 3 months. How am I doing? I'm doing good, thanks. How are you? Francis says, "I'm not good with redstone, to be honest. You have to practice. To be good at redstone, you've got to do it often and practice. That's the way." Okay. So yeah, I guess we're simulating the ingredient going in again. That's all we're doing. Here we are. Putting that in. Well, that's terrible, really. Pulse is not long enough. Luckily, we can just restart like that. Oh, okay, that's finally died. Oh dear, we got problems, haven't we? We got problems here. We got problems. M-Dog says, "It's always cool seeing how someone else solves problems with redstone. Everyone's thought process is really different." Yeah, true. I think we're going to have to look at doing something with a flip-flop maybe. Let's get on a different level now. This is probably not the way to go. I'm thinking we're going to have to make use of hoppers again. So, and the problem here is going to be the cooldown time. It always is. We somehow managed to avoid that last time we did this. I'm going to have to reinvestigate that circuit a little bit. So we're going to be holding... oh, that's my bottle of water. We're going to be holding the items in on one side, and they're immediately going to move to the other. Yeah, I think we might be able to learn from something we did before. Where is it? It's this one. Yeah, this right here might be what we actually need to make, right? What was the context of this being used again? It was actually having an item stay there, so maybe not. But maybe the flip-flop helps us simulate something like that. And the trick is probably watching the comparators go back and forth. So we'll experiment by looking at the behavior. I also think we're probably going to need to use that number 53 again. Let's get that queued up. I'm pretty sure that's like a golden number for brewing. So the items are going to start here, and we will observe what happens first of all, and hopefully can extrapolate some kind of action from all of that. So here we go again. Fermented spider eye goes in. So that one's turned on. That's an event we don't really care much for. And I can tell you the problem straight away is that it's going to run out. We might do this in halves maybe, like when this... Okay. When that turns off, we can create an event, but all the items are in the wrong side, and you have to wait for it to reset. So we could make it do that and then brew really slowly. I think that's kind of lame. We want to do this the proper way. So if we put in half the amount of items, and we're going to put the bigger half, 27. We're going to put 27 items in. When they get to this side, they need to go back again. Right, that can be done really easily. The problem is this blinks halfway through. Now that could be set up to create like a 1-2 sort of state. And on the event of it doing the second thing, it comes back. But let's think that through a little bit, right? The items start on this side. Let's even put them in. Start working out how this is going to work. Items start there. Turns off halfway through, and it turns back on immediately. There may be is like a cause for an AND gate or something. Like, is there a condition here where... Let's see. Yeah, what's going on? I don't even know if this is clever thinking or not. We're going to need to move that. Let's just put it there. For now. So, like, what if we had that going on? Is there a condition here to be met? So... Now both the torches, well, they were always both off. No, there's no condition. Maybe the other way around. Maybe it's like that, and then that. So the 27 went over to this side. It creates an event when they're both... Oh, it's like... No, that's not quite what we want. I guess maybe what we want is the second draining of this. Ooh, that might be the one. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong side. So, what kind of event are we going to get here? Like an... Oh, I think I've spotted it. So it's when this comes down to there that we want our output. Now, our output then needs to be prolonged to let 3 potions through, but we're going in the right direction. So we did not get... So with this, we will have the output that we want, and on the timer that actually is immediately reusable. Yeah, that's the way to word it. We've got a timer that's immediately reusable. Okay, that's easily fixed. We just need a slab so it doesn't power itself. Excellent. Now, that's going to have a small tick, and it needs to have a long enough... Oh, this might be quite simple now. This might just be a comparator clock. But then it would need one of these. Okay, so in terms of fitting this in better than it currently is, I think we're going to keep that the same. I think this is going to go over here. And it has to be a... Ooh. I guess it can be a full block now. It's a repeater. It's going to power on the 4th setting. It's going to... Let's see. I need to take the power source and go that way around. Uh-huh. Right. Let's watch it in action. And hope. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. I think that's probably too long, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. It will also need to invert, so... What's the best way to put a torch onto this? I think it is... then it's going to self-power. That's kind of awkward. That's kind of awkward. Like, where do I put the torch? Here? I guess... Well, I guess maybe. Do that. And then it might turn off a tiny bit quicker as well. So that might end up working out in our favour. Okay, we need to get rid of everything down here so we can see what's happening. We have potions of weakness. We don't want that. We want these. And now we're going to simulate the whole thing. The whole thing is ready to go. Test run number 1. We will put you into here. And that was not what I expected to happen. We are stopping off in the drop. Oh, the redstone torch is in the way. Oh, unacceptable. Okay, I got another way to think about this, by the way. I was looking as if the redstone here needed to be static. Oh yeah, for our test, that's also got to be off. It can go there. Again, similar issue. Maybe, just maybe, we put it over here. Like that. I mean, it's a... Ooh, what have I done? I've created some sort of horrible burnout clock. Oh dear. Oh dear, things are happening. No. And I guess they're all going to get drained now, aren't they? We get to test the timing, actually. Technically. Like... Did it just try and start again? I think it tried to... So... Where did it... Hang on, how did it activate itself again? Oh yeah, this event right here. So then that... Yeah, did the ingredients. The unlocking mechanism kind of worked. No, it didn't, because that... it's in a mess. It's in a messy state right now, peeps. We're going to disconnect that and let it all reset. James Drew, 27, is here for 55 months. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. Let's pinch a couple of water bottles and put them in, ready to go. Can we get this figured out? So that would be there. I got to think this through now because we know there's an issue. Ingredients going to come in. That's going to get set off. Then we're in the waiting game. The output is hopefully long enough to drain out the potions. Now it's this bit here that confuses me. I think the issue is it relies on an ingredient sitting here to be unlocked, so that's what gives it enough time to put in the additional bottles. So it's kind of like we need a modification on this side as well, which is definitely going to be an issue. Unless we control that from somewhere else. Have we got Hypno in chat? Hey, Hypno. Stellian says, welcome to the endless tinkering of brewery stations. It might be endless, but this is the last bit. This is the last bit to figure out. I mean, like, 14 potions can now be brewed and converted to any type of other potion. It's just the last one. This circuit is not agreeable with having one ingredient. And this right here is sort of redundant. Now, I feel like we've got to build it off of our additional clock. If it weren't so compact, which obviously I can move this all over easily. If we had a signal there and a signal here, we could control the locking from this side possibly. Now, I'm going to visualize this back here. We have a torch that locks the bottom bit. And if we do this side with the wire, and that would actually be on, then when they... In fact, I'm going to visualize it like this. And I'm going to put them apart just so you can see what I'm talking about, right? Controlling two things. One is being controlled with a torch. One is actually just controlled by a wire. That means that they are in this state by default. And this one will switch first, which I think is good, and then that will drain. Okay, so that I think the... If I can wire it up that way, I think it means that the water bottles here, one might filter through that we don't want. Now, in order to get enough space for that, I think what I should do is not worry about space and build this all the way over here. And just make it a bit of a non-issue. And then we'll move it back in when we're finished building. Okay, so we're getting this whole setup moved over. And then we're going to manipulate both elements that we need to control from this side over here. And now I'm probably creating chaos. Let's go ahead and break that. 27 was the number. Yep. Here it is. Uh-huh. We are going to have a sticky piston. On this side, facing that way. Okay, that's the repeater, then a little extension circuit with a slab. Importantly. Oh wait, what way round? It was the other way round. Okay, and that is the whole thing. So we shall remove all of this. And so when that comes through there, I've got no idea how the locking mechanism for this is going to work, but we'll worry about that another time. Okay, so it's going to power that, and then we're going to have, you know, a redstone torch and our wire. So we're going to have to kind of separate them. Something like that. Uh-huh. Oh, yep, that's fine. And then this does technically need to power that right there. Or not power it? Wait. Might have got this the wrong way around. Might have got this completely the wrong... Oh, it's so difficult. I guess I need it to come in... Oh, I'm just going to do this let's see if it works first way, right? Like that. So in its current state, when we start brewing, timer's going to go off. And then that is going to turn on to lock this. Those are going to drain and then hopefully turn back on. So we no longer need that. Right? Let's cross our fingers and hope I got it right. Here we go. We need fermented spider eye. Another moment of truth. Alright? Quite often these don't work out too well. This is it, everyone. This is it. We're halfway there. I think. I feel like that was too soon. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It didn't give it enough time, did it? And it did get water bottles through, but I think you might have seen it. Loads of water bottles came through. What? No way could that many have gotten through. That's something previous going on there. Okay, yeah, this thing is goofed. I need to disable this right now. And we're not using that. And what have we got? We've got 3 water bottles. Okay, for some reason, I'm sure this worked with 27 before, but that time it definitely did not. We're going to put 28. In fact, to be safe, we'll put 29 in. Okay, so here we go again. More testing. Always more testing. Rightio, let's have a look. So, it's almost done. The potions are going to be brewed this time. No! What? Okay, I've just realised a couple of fundamental flaws, let's call them here. Let's go ahead and put a repeater there to fix both of them. Yeah, that's necessary for our needs. How did another fermented spider eye get in there? Didn't I disable this? Or maybe it was the one that was already in there. Oh, weird. It was the one that was already in there. Okay, we've got to keep checking that, yeah. How does so many bottles... Wait, they're still coming? Oh, of course. They are... Oh, no, I've totally got it wrong. So... No, this is so difficult. Okay, when we unlock that... This needs to be locked. I don't know what I'm doing. This is too much. This is too much. I think maybe we need maybe a bigger delay as well. Like, let's. Oh, good God, good God. Let's give it a big old delay. I mean, ugh. Maybe we need that. That's locking that now. Oh, that's why it's like that way around. Jeez, luckily for me, I'm a brain smart scion. I'm a brain smart scientist. Let's go and lock it there. Oh, good, good, good. This is probably breaking something else I haven't thought of. Okay, slowly my mental stability is breaking down. Okay, we need 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, 3. Not draining out. Also good. Taking out all of these. Very good. Okay. Okay, this is very much a we're in the hope it works stage, right? Okay, we're hoping that this works. Okay. Flames 10100 is here with the Prime. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my goodness me. The time has absolutely flown by today. I have no idea what just happened. I didn't follow any of that. I mean, we got our... Wait, how did we get those 3 out, but they weren't brewed? Like, what? The timing here was good. I thought we'd established that. That's it, peeps. That's it. You know? Redstone madness. That's what happened today. If you got a solution for this brewer, please send it to me. I cannot get my head round it. That was good fun, though. That's what we've got to have. We've got to have fun and we've got to learn things, right? That is the purpose of these live streams. Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thank you to all of my Patreons. Be sure to hit the follow button here on Twitch before you head out of here. And they're going to send you over to Xisuma today, who's playing a game I've not seen before. It looks sort of like a terrier game. I'll hop in there and check that out. But that's it from me. So... hit the follow button, then hit the raid button, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.